What's going on, and welcome back. If you caught my last video, I installed the new tune in Coyote Ugly from OZ Tuning. I did send the data log into them, and they said that I am running out of fuel. So the car is still running lean. So we got to go through some things and try to figure out why it's running lean. They did offer some suggestions on what to try. I did go ahead and order a new fuel filter, so I'm going to change that out. They suggested if I didn't know how long it'd been since that had been changed out, they suggested to go ahead and change that. The other thing that I'm going to do is set the fuel pressure, or reset the fuel pressure. Right now, currently I've got a vacuum line hooked up to the regulator for vacuum reference. They said just go ahead and remove that line, plug it off at the vacuum tree, just leave the regulator open to atmosphere on that port and set it to 55 psi. So that's what we're going to do today. I'm not going to bore you with watching me change a fuel filter, but I'm using the Holly. It's a billet fuel filter. It's 175 liters per hour, I believe, and it uses a 10 micron filter. So I'm just going to change out the little element and set the fuel pressure, and hopefully maybe get another data log today. I don't know. It's kind of hot, and I kind of don't want to be in the car sweating like that because I'm already going to be sweating doing this. So maybe we'll wait till the morning, try to get up early and try to get a log then, so it's a little bit cooler out, a little more comfortable for me. But anyway, stick around and let's get this filter changed out and the fuel pressure set. Okay, so we got the fuel filter assembly off the car. I wasn't trying to take it off the car, just trying to change the element out, but ran into a few issues. Trying to get the fittings off the end wasn't working. I figured it just had regular 8AN fittings on it. I guess you'd call it the female flare side, and it wasn't coming apart. So let me show you what I found. Okay, so this is what I found. The filter was in, so that's the flow, and these fittings were on there. It was braided line on this side, and this end was screwed into here like that, and then this screws on to the body of the filter assembly. But that is not correct. This is not the correct fitting for this. First of all, this is a male 8AN fitting. Why that's on there, I have no clue. What is supposed to come with this is an O-ring fitting, and the O-ring is supposed to seal against this end. There's no O-ring on this fitting whatsoever, so that's an issue. When I was taking it apart, the fuel lines were twisting and just easily collapsing, so that's not good either. So as far as my fueling issues, maybe I found the cause, which is the fuel system's horrible. At least the lines, the filter, up to the regulator. I do want to show you the fuel filter. I'll get that and set that out here. Looks maybe kind of dirty. I don't know. It's it's still wet with fuel, so I guess it's hard to say, but that is the actual element. I don't know if you'll be able to see down in there. Not really, but I did find some, a little bit of dirt in there. Nothing too terrible, I guess. But the new element, this is the new element here, nice and white, clean. So I don't know, maybe the old one is still just wet, and so it's it's kind of a dark gray, but I don't know. But that's getting changed out, so regardless, I just wanted to show it to y'all. But I may go ahead and drop the tank today, but it looks like I'm gonna have to buy some fuel line and some fittings. I'm not sure why this is like that, honestly, because according to Holley's website, which I will look at right now, I actually got the page open. It comes with 2 female 8 AN O-ring inlet and outlet. Yeah, I don't know what that is. That's on there. It's definitely not the right one, but oh well, maybe I'll call Holley and see exactly like which part number I need to get that straight. So I don't know, kind of frustrating because this is unexpected. It was a major pain to even get the filter out of there because I couldn't just unscrew it from the main body of the filter. You know, that whole thing had to come out. So I don't know. I don't know how they even put this in there. Maybe they put that up with the lines already connected and then hooked it up in the back and then hooked it up front. Who knows? But I don't think I'll be able to get the fuel pressure set today. And looks like I'm gonna be spending some money on some fuel stuff. So I may try to go tomorrow and I may just add that to this video, but we'll see. I need to get it fixed. Maybe this is the issue. Maybe this is it, you know, and I think I'm gonna drop the tank and hopefully I don't find any other crap, you know, there. I don't know, we'll see. But if I do drop the tank today, I'll definitely add it to the video. There is a local speed shop, so maybe I'll be doing that tomorrow, going to get some fuel line and some fittings. But we shall see. But anyway, stick with me here and let's get through this whole fuel system issue and hopefully get Coyote Ugly running the way she should. Okay, so we got the tank out of the car and didn't find too many issues, but I did find that the sock, or what else you call it, strainer, fuel pump strainer, I call it a fuel pump sock, did find that to be kind of dirty. So luckily Advance has the equivalent in the CarQuest part number to the Walbro number, or at least their equivalent. It's close to the same size. I don't think I'm worried too much about flow. It should be okay, but let me show you the pump sock. Is it there? I mean, it's dirty. It needs to be changed. So like I said, we picked up a new one from Advance. This is the fuel pump. It is the Walbro 450 LPH. Big fuel pump. Hopefully the pump was not damaged or is not messed up in any kind of way that will cause any issues. So we'll see. Gonna get the new pump, or the new sock on the pump, and at least get that back in the tank. There's the tank on the ground. Not too bad of a job, but did have to remove tailpipes, which that does kind of suck. Man, none of this was planned. I just wanted to change the fuel filter and set the pressure and make another log, but I don't know, I guess it's better to go ahead and discover it than not find the issue and the car still running like crap, but which it doesn't run like crap, but it's just running lean, so it's not reaching full potential. But anyway, I'm gonna get the new sock on. I'm gonna get the pump back into the tank, and tomorrow morning I'm gonna go pick up some fittings and fuel line and hopefully have the car back together. Hopefully in a couple hours. It shouldn't be too bad to run the lines, but we'll see how it goes. So, but anyway, as always, stick with me. We're gonna get this back together and hopefully get a data log. Okay, so it's the next day. Went this morning and picked up the necessary fittings in line that I needed. So I'm gonna show you that show you guys that right now. So here's the line, number 8 or dash 8, 8N, whatever you want to call it. 20 feet of that, which is more than what I need, but in case I mess up, which probably will, we'll see. But these are the correct fittings for the fuel filter. So as you can see in there, that has an O-ring, and then 3 straight fittings, dash 8 and 190, and that should take care of it. So hopefully I'll be able to get this line put together. I don't have a vise yet or a workbench. Yeah, that sucks. But hopefully I'll be able to put it together, get the car back on the ground, get everything, or get the things done I needed to get done before, and maybe get another data log in the morning. It's a little hot now for that, so just want to try to get this put back together, back on the ground, and set up for another data log. And hopefully this will solve my issues with the lean condition. But stick around, I'll be back after I'm done and maybe show you guys. I mean, I'm sure you've seen fuel lines, so not too big of a deal, but I'll be back. Stick around. All right, it has been a super long day. The Coyote Ugly is finally back on the ground. It's back on the ground. Basically replaced everything. I ran into some major issues with the fuel pump. The hose that goes between the pump and the pickup, it was actually crimped a little bit, so I fought this thing and tried to shorten it, and that didn't really work too well. So actually I had to go to the parts store and buy a section of hose, and it didn't quite go on the way I hoped it would, but it's in there. I think the fuel pump is actually sitting too low still. I was hoping the way that I did it, it would raise up, because I think the sock is actually touching the bottom of the tank, which sucks, because I hope that is not what's causing the issue, or originally what was causing the issue. Hope that doesn't mess anything up now, but check for leaks. Left the fitting off the regulator, ran the pump for a little bit, flushed it out, and cranked it up. It seems to run good, idle. Set the fuel pressure, took the vacuum line off, set the fuel pressure to 55 psi. So I need to get some more gas. It's kind of low on gas, but I need to do that in the morning, and I'm going to try to get a data log in the morning, because I'm anxious to see if this did anything, because I spent quite a bit of money on all the fuel line and fittings. Stuff is not cheap and not expected. So I know I'm rambling, but hopefully I get a data log in the morning. If I do, I'm going to add it to this video, and hopefully Coyote Ugly is running correctly, but we'll see. You want 2,000 to 6,000 RPM second gear pull. Okay, so I went this morning, got some more gas, put more gas in it, put at least 3 gallons of gas in it. So I know I have at least 4 gallons in there. And as you saw, I made the second gear pull for the data log. They requested a 2,000 to 6,000 RPM pull, and so that's what I did. I looked over the data log kind of quickly. It looks like the short-term fuel trim is still adding or trying to add quite a bit of fuel. So, you know, I don't know what's going on. I don't think I have a vacuum leak. It pulls 21 inches of vacuum at idle. So, I mean, vacuum's good. I don't know, I'm kind of at a loss here, but we'll see what they say. I emailed it in to them. You know, we'll see what they say about it and see what they suggest next. So, I don't know, changing a bunch of stuff and not really seeing too many good results, but hopefully we'll get it knocked out, hopefully get it fixed. Anyway, hope you liked this video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and we'll see you on the next one.